Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor. I'm an international student from Nigeria, currently based in Cologne, Germany. I'm also an incoming PhD student at the University of Warwick in the UK. So today we'll be talking about a topic that is quite sensitive and a bit of a deviation from the usual topic on this channel. So if you're new, this YouTube channel is usually about how to get postgraduate scholarships into top universities around the world. So I give application tips and tricks on how I got my 5 international scholarships. But today we'll be talking about a topic that is not might not be directly related to applying to universities across the world, but I believe it's also a relevant topic to talk about if you're a person of color trying to decide whether to study abroad or not, or the things to expect while studying abroad. So today I'll be sharing my experiences with racism in Germany. First, I would like to say that I do not regret my decision to undertake another master's program in Germany. And I'm immensely grateful to the organization, to the DAAD that sponsored my studies here in Germany. I'm also grateful for the great experiences and people I've encountered in this journey. I've met lots of good German people, generous people, friendly people, and reliable people. But unfortunately, to have a balanced story, we have to talk about these incidences of racism as well. I must also say this as well, that before I moved to Germany, I heard several stories about racism in Germany. But having stayed in Germany for about 2 years, I think I've actually had a fantastic experiences in spite of these pockets of microaggression and racist encounters. So contrary to the narratives about racism and anti-black sentiment, I think I've had a pretty good time. But unfortunately, I think I need to also talk about these events and call out those racists for what they are. So today I'll be talking about my 3 major encounters with racists in Germany. And it's quite unfortunate because these encounters happened in a part of Germany that is generally regarded as progressive and open to foreigners. I think the whole German government as a whole is making efforts to open up the country for international students, for migrants. So in the governmental level, there are lots of programs being carried out to make sure everybody has a sense of belonging while in Germany. However, we have these incidences here and there of people not apparently getting the message and willing to stick to this archaic belief of racial supremacy. So today I'll be talking about my 3 major encounters, and luckily they do not override the wonderful experiences I've had so far. So my first encounter and my most recent encounter was actually just about a week ago. I was coming back from grocery shopping on I think a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon. Then a car drove by me and stopped. Then a young man picked his head out of the window of the car and started making monkey gestures towards me and grunting like an ape. I did not know what to expect. I didn't know how to react. At first I thought probably it was just a general joke. But the way it took his time to do this thing, it became clear that this act was targeted at me. And after about a minute, the car drove off. Then I looked around and I saw the outrage on the faces of the people around. And there was actually an old woman shouting at the vehicle as the vehicle zoomed off. But for me, I was just numb. I didn't know what to make out of it. I still, till tomorrow, cannot understand why somebody will go out of their way to try to demean another person without any provocation whatsoever. And at this age and time, people still equate fellow human beings to apes. It's something I think I would never understand and something that nobody should ever do. I could have written the number of the vehicle and pursued this incident, but I was just blank after that, and it actually tried to ruin my evening. But still, I came out triumphant. I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. Why the first incident took place here in Cologne, Germany, The second incident I would like to share actually happened some months ago and took place in Düsseldorf, still in Western Germany. And it's quite unfortunate because Western Germany is generally considered as the most open part of Germany, where there's a lot of racial diversity and racial tolerance compared to probably Eastern Germany or Southern Germany. But still, there are lots of racist encounters here. So this second one was at a club in Düsseldorf. A friend was having a birthday party in my department at the University of Duisburg, Essen. So from Duisburg, we took like a 15-20 minutes train to Düsseldorf to celebrate. So one of our friends came up with the idea of going to a club to at least dance and then return home. So the first club we entered, we were not allowed to enter, essentially. So actually, the ladies were allowed to enter, while the men were not allowed to enter. So they didn't want to go in alone. So they decided to live with us. So we thought we did something wrong, or probably the club was full. So we decided to go to another club. And when we got there, a similar thing happened. But we were very sure the club wasn't full because we saw other people entering. There were lots of white guys and white girls entering. But we were prevented from entering. And what we noticed is that the girls were allowed to enter, and they were composed of my classmates from Latin America. We also had a German girl, and we also had an Ethiopian as well. The girls were allowed to enter, but the guys were not allowed to enter. So first we thought it was a gender stuff, but when we looked at it critically, we found it was actually a racist event. Because see what is happening here. They want a white guy to dance with a black girl, but they have a problem with black guys dancing with white girls. So we confronted the girls and asked them why. And actually the German in our midst was very embarrassed, and she was almost screaming at them and asking why are they discriminating. Well, they made it very clear to us that it was the order from above, that these guys are not allowed to enter. And she was like, what do you mean by these guys? Is it because they are people of color or something? So then it became apparent that it was not just because we were guys, but because of the color of our skin. So we left there, and fortunately we found a smaller club, a Latin American club, where we also had lots of fun, and we returned home. That morning, I got an alert from Google that, oh, please rate this club you visited. So I checked the club, and it was the same club where we're not allowed to enter. So I checked the reviews about this club, and I saw that there have been several racist incidences in this club. So we're not the first victim. There were several people recounting their stories about how they were not allowed to enter the club because of the color of their skin. There was a guy there who actually recounted how his white girlfriend was allowed to enter and he was not allowed to enter. And how his white friend was also allowed to enter. So it's clearly a color thing, and as I said before, they will allow our black girls enter, but they won't allow the black guys enter. I see you. So that was the incident, and somebody in that particular review also gave a list of clubs in Düsseldorf that actually did the same discrimination. So it wasn't just that one club. There are several other clubs that did the same, or probably still do the same racial discrimination. So it's quite unfortunate because Düsseldorf is supposed to be the capital city of Western Germany, with progressive people and a diverse population. It was the least I expected from that kind of community. The third incident I would like to share is what I call like a covert, subtle case of racial profiling. This happened in Duisburg, where my previous university was. So close to my hostel, about 5 to 10 minutes walk from my hostel, there was this refugee shelter. And I noticed that anytime I go to buy something in small shops around that center, I get either followed or closely monitored. So immediately I enter, the cashier automatically gets very alert, very wide-eyed and everything, following my every move. Or I get somebody following me at a distance, not too far away, pretending to be buying something but actually checking out, probably whether I'm stealing something or not. And these shops are also very close to the engineering think engineering department of the university as well. So after some time, I noticed this trend, and I think I was able to put one and two together and discovered what they were doing. So any black person that enters the shop is presumed probably a refugee, either coming to beg money or coming to steal something from the shop. So it's quite unfortunate because there's also a university close by, and they do not profile me as a student, but as a refugee. So it got to a point I became tired of this monitoring and hostel cashiers in general. So I decided to stop buying things from them. So guys, these are some of the major racist encounters I've had in Germany. There are also some microaggressions here and there, but we won't go into that for now. But I feel as a country, Germany is making lots of efforts to open up to international students, to diversity. But there are still these obstinate individuals who do not want to get the message, and it's quite unfortunate. But overall, my experience has been great. And if you ask me whether to come to Germany to study as a person of color, I would recommend it. But I know everybody's experience is not the same. But based on my experiences here in Germany, in different cities, I believe the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to racist encounter and anti-black sentiments. So that's it, guys. Subscribe to my channel, click on the like button if you're interested in topics about postgraduate applications. As I said, today's topic is a bit of a deviation from my normal topic, but I feel it is still relevant for all those, especially people of color, interested in studying abroad. These are one of the things you might have to deal with, some unfortunate circumstances we might have to battle with while studying abroad. So I'll catch you later for a more cheering video about postgraduate scholarships. See you.